But I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
Quran is mentioned, if this book was from other than God, they would have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
That we believe without understanding.
The brother asked a very important question, that most of the scholars say that listening to music, watching movies, and most of the television programs, they're haram. So how can we have fun? Let me tell you, brother, at the outset, that having fun is permitted in Islam as long as the fun is halal fun.
That the standard narrative has holes in it.
The Prophet tells us because Satan or the devil sleeps over our nostrils. Those who oversleep and not pray Fajr on time, Satan urinates in their ears.
I really do think Jesus was crucified and that he really was dead and buried. He thought that he was a son of God in the sense that he was specially chosen by God. I think Jesus really did think he was going to be the Messiah, the future king of Israel. I mean, that is, after all, why they crucified him.
In this video, Sheikh Asim, he will ask a very serious question. And the question is, can we Muslim use, the person who's asking is a Muslim, can Muslim use logic to refute atheist? Can we learn logic, and this is the title of the video, learning logic and philosophy to refute atheist, secularist, etc. Sheikh Asim, he come with the answer saying to you, first of all, you know, such a thing is, it is not allowed in Islam. It's haram. It's forbidden. And as you see in the title in front of you, I'm just using the subtitle so they cannot claim copyright over anything, you know, even though we are using fair use, but we know them. So, and then he gave him an example that there is a scholar, very well-known scholar, his name is Al-Ghazali, who did use philosophy in order to explain Islam or to refute non-Muslims. But because he did that, he lost his compass. And Al-Ghazali is someone we hear Muslims always speak about him. Actually, a long time ago, a bunch of Muslims, they made an article and they made a video to refute me, and they said Al-Ghazali. And then in 2 seconds, we found that Al-Ghazali is not a Muslim no more because he used philosophy and logic. But in this video here, he says, it is totally forbidden it, not because Islam cannot answer. Oh. You know, but it's forbidden, you know, why? And then he says to you, because if you do so, you will lose your compass. You can watch the video and see. It's very funny and very stupid. But here we ask ourselves a very simple question. As long as the Muslims, they don't agree with logic, so why they come to us and they ask, is it logical that God have a son? As long logic and philosophy is haram, then why the Muslim, they come and they ask questions and they question the logic when none of them believe in logic? And in this video, this man, he said that we as a Muslim, we are slaves of Allah. Slaves of Allah, they don't ask questions. They are slaves. If your master, he says to you, bring me that thing, do you ask him why? So we don't ask questions because we are slaves of Allah. There's other video here, and we have it in the info too. It says how to explain abrogated verses in the Quran for justification of you or using one's own logic, how we can justify the abrogation of the Quran?
Didn't you hear what he said yesterday? He said that, and he claimed that he traveled from Mecca to Jerusalem and then ascended to the seventh heaven and then came back to Jerusalem and came back to Mecca in less than one night.
So this is the question the Arab, they ask Abu Bakr as-Siddiq in this video, the companion of Muhammad, did you see your friend yesterday? He said, he claimed that he went to the 7 galaxies and he came back to Jerusalem and he visited Jerusalem and then he came back to Mecca, all of this at night. And this is the question why he is quoting this story, because we don't go by logic. This is not logical. This is not logical. So we don't go by logic. Their logic is it possible for a man who is sleeping in Mecca to go overnight, to go to the 7th heaven, come back in the top of a flying donkey, and go back to Jerusalem, and then from Jerusalem he go back to Mecca? So the Muhammadan, when they speak about logic, they got themselves busted, because first of all, what is the point of this journey? Secondly, why there's no witnesses? Number 3, if the Quran says that the journey of the angels take them 1,000 years to go there, the Quran itself says that it takes the angel 1,000 years to go to heaven. And Muhammad was accompanied with the angel Jibreel. So he is, and when Allah he speak how long it take the journey, he was speaking about Jibreel, because Jibreel is the one who go up and down. How long it take? Chapter 32, verse number 5. He directed the audience from the heaven into the earth, then is conveyed into him in a day, wherefore the measure of 1,000 years if you are rocking. So how it take for the angels to go up and down? 2,000 years. 1,000 to go up, 1,000 to come down. Wonderful. So how Muhammad, he went up to the 7th heaven, and it's taking him few hours. I'm not going to use logic. I'm not going to use my logic. I'm asking the Muslims a very simple question. The logic of Allah, the reasoning of Allah is stupid, because he is the one who says it take 1,000 years for the angels to go up. So how it take 1,000 years for the angels to go up, and then it took Muhammad a few hours, and he was in a company of an angel? Was Muhammad faster than the angel? Do we have any Muhammadan would like to call us on Skype? If you like to call us, feel free, and don't be embarrassed. Remember, you have an amazing religion, supposedly, and it is have a strong logic. The guy, he went up to heaven, nobody see him. Anything Muhammad he do, nobody see it. Muhammad see an angel, nobody see it. Muhammad, he go to the first heaven, and when he go to the first heaven, what he found? Can you believe it that the angels, they ask Muhammad, or they ask, sorry, Jibreel, who is with you? Not only that, they ask Jibreel, who are you? I never heard that a soldier, he do not know his captain. Call me right now. Call me right now. Call me right now. Call me. Call me now. Call me now. Go to heaven right now.